All, welcome to another session of Engineering Graphics, Semester 2. My name is Rahul Anar, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Srinarayana Institute of Technology, Adur. Welcome all. Hello students, we are going to deal with the revision classes of Module 5. We are going to study the important topics from perspective projections, basic concepts and all.
Where the perspective view is formed. It is denoted with the PP. So the PP is always perpendicular to the ground plane, GP. Next one is auxiliary ground plane. It is denoted with the letters AGP. It is a horizontal plane parallel to the ground plane. Sometimes it may be given that the object is placed on AGP, which is at a height from GP. And next element is station point, which is denoted with the letter SP. This is the point where the eye of the observer is located. It is always above the ground plane and also always in front of the picture plane. The next plane is the horizon plane. It is actually an AGP, an auxiliary ground plane parallel to the ground plane, which is passing through the station point. This is used to locate the station point in front view. Then the last one is central plane. It is a vertical plane perpendicular to both PP and GP and passing through the station point. The central plane is used to locate the station point with respect to the object. There are some more terms to be discussed. First one is ground line. Ground line. The ground line is the line of intersection of the picture plane and the ground plane. See, this line is the ground line. So ground plane is coinciding the ground line in the front view. The second one is horizon line. It's denoted with the HL. This is the line of intersection of the horizon plane and the picture plane. The front view of the station point is always located in the horizon line. Always located in the horizon line. Front view of the station point. And next term is axis of vision. It is a line drawn through the station point and is perpendicular to the picture plane. A line drawn through the station point and is perpendicular to the picture plane. The other term is center of vision. It is a point where the axis of vision is pierces the picture plane. Okay, the entire elements shown here is actually a 3D system. As we all know, the perspective projection is a pictorial representation of a 3D object into a 2D plane, we need to convert this system into a 2D system. For that, we need to draw the front view and top view of all the elements by using orthographic projection. Here, the basic difference is what we have studied in the orthographic projection. We are not using any quadrant system here. Simply draw the front view and top view of the system by considering the observer is at infinity. In front view, this is the front view direction. You can see the ground plane, the horizon plane, the station point, and also the object which may be placed above the ground plane, on the ground plane or some distance above the ground plane. The ground plane appears as a line in front view, which is the bottommost line in our system, in our 2D system. Also, the horizon plane is also appears as a line. So, ground plane is represented with GL, ground line, and the horizon plane is represented with HL. So, the horizon line is always at a height which is equal to the observer's height from the ground plane. You will get the elevation of the object or the front view of the object here, which is always above the ground line. Now draw the top views. This is the top view direction. In top view, the picture plane, this is your picture plane, this picture plane appears as a line which we can denote it with the line PP. Okay, then this PP line you can draw with a convenient distance from the horizon line. And in top view, again we can see the plan of the object or top view of the object. The object may be placed behind PP. If it is behind PP, the plan of the object is above the PP line, or if the object is placed in front of PP, it will be, the plan of the object will be below the PP line. Sometimes the object may be crossing the picture plane, so at that time your plan will be crossing the picture plane PP line. We also need to locate front view and top view of the station point, because here the observer is at a finite distance from the object. To locate it, we need three distances. The distance of the observer above the ground plane is this distance, it is the level of the horizon line. The second, the distance of the observer in front of PP, that is this distance from the PP line. And finally, the distance of the observer from the object. The observer may be towards the left of the object, towards the right of the object, or right in front of the object. We know the central plane. This is your central plane. We know the central plane is passing through the station point. So to locate the distance of the station point from the object, draw the central line first. If the observer is located towards the left side of the object, then the central line will be on this side. Okay, so the central plane CP appears in front view and also in top view as a line. So it is denoted with the ZL, central line. Now to locate the top view of the station point, just mark the distance of the observer from the PP line, the distance of the observer in front of the PP. And to locate the station point's front view, this is the point, because the horizon plane is passing through the station point. So the meeting point of central line and horizon line will give you the station point's front view. If the observer is right side of the object, then you can find the station point's top view here and the station point's front view here. If it is right in front of the object, then you can draw the central line here, and also to find you will get the station point's top view here. And till now we have discussed the concept of perspective projection, the various elements or terminologies we are using in this type of projection, and also how we will convert the 3D system into the 2D one. So here are some important points to be remembered. First one is the horizon plane HP referred with the ground plane, and it is always above the ground plane. The height of the observer equals the height of the horizon plane from the ground plane. So the front view of the station point SP dash is on the horizon line. The distance of the observer from the picture plane represented as top view of the station point. The top view of the station point is always below the picture plane. So always the observer is in front of PP. So it will be below the PP line. The central plane referred with respect to some point on the object. Always the central plane is referred with the object, some points on the object. Front view and top view of the station point lies on the central line. There are basically two methods to draw perspective projection: the visual ray method and the vanishing point method. Here we are going to discuss the visual ray method only, because you can solve any type of problem with visual ray method.